All right, so um, let me see. Looks like this level from yesterday that I said I wanted to see hit was a pretty accurate call out. We had this EVC right here. Hold on, is this the same one? Oh no, this is from pre-market. It was this one. Yeah, we had formed this EVC here, and I was saying that I wanted this one to be to give me a reaction similar to this one, and how we had these lows, and then we had this tap into it here, and we ran up, and then we tapped into it one more time here, and we formed this. So I said when we come back, I wanted to see a rejection here at the low or the high, and we got that perfect tap into the low a couple times before we get these good runs. All right, so we tap here, break this high here, tap again, we make a higher high, and then and then price just tanks. Tank beneath this level and go deeper into this gap over here, which that was pretty interesting. But you see the volume that we get. So before this bullish PVC was pretty much carrying price, and I was saying I wanted to see price travel into these highs. So we finally did travel into these highs, and that's when price decided, after we hit these highs, that's when price decided that we can visit the low of this gap, which we didn't quite feel it, but um 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 yeah, that was really great price action in a ranging market. Just being able to identify the PVCs and read them, because I mean, literally, the market did everything that I wanted it to do. So I was able to take advantage of that here, just catching a trade. This one I got out of early, and which was a winner, but again, I didn't like this move here. And then we got another opportunity here at the low of this EVC. Once we ran back above it, we rejected at the high. We got this retracement into the low. I got an entry right here and rode this up into the low of my 1 minute IVC. So this right here is what was carrying price up, and this was the second highest candle, which was the top tail that was carrying price down. So that's why I was saying I wanted to see price travel into these highs and then get a rejection. But we didn't make it all the way into this high until, looks like it wasn't until early in the morning, early in the morning. But it started after this move here to tap into this low. And then we visit the highs. Let me see, because I think I erased the level by mistake last night. Yeah, I did. I did. So we're at this. There were two major 1 hour PVCs. This is the one that we're most close to. and we were getting a rejection off of that here. Yeah, we were getting a rejection off of that level here. We got the close into it. We engulfed, but ultimately I wanted to see price kind of travel up higher into this gap on the 1 hour. And that's what we're doing right now. Um, these other levels I can get rid of. That's what happened during London, Asia. It looks like we opened up here with some bullish volume, which is cool. Market's chopping right now, but we opened up. This looks like my PVC was just 13,680, 13,055. So we're above this, which has more volume. This is an EVC coming from the bottom of the swing. And it's also a bottom though. So we got bullish volume on the 1. We got this bullish volume on the 5. But then we got this doji right here. So we could kind of start chopping. And that would be pretty typical for Monday. You don't always get strong trending markets on Mondays. Excuse me. But we do want to measure this here, right? So we form this here. Well, hold on. Because you see how we got these are like relatively equal PVCs. And really the most the volume profile I like the most is when you got one PVC that's just towering above everything else, because it's just super obvious. This is, I mean, you can still just go off what's the highest volume, which is this. So we can mark this up. We say, well, when we formed, we went here. Then we closed back into it here. And when we came back up, we failed to take the high. Closed into it again. And we took this low. After we took the low, we failed to take the high. Closed into it again and went lower low. And again, failed to take the high. So we do have some bullish momentum, but the price action is showing us that it's dying out because we're making lower lows and lower highs. And it's happening at this 1 hour PVC. So, and just to be clear about which one exactly is this 1 hour PVC. This is the one that I erased, and I need to put this one back up on here. Because now that we're above it, we're getting a strong close above it, we can get these rejections from the low of it. The same way we did on the 1 minute EVC that I showed earlier. It moves the same on every time frame. Make that a little thicker. Okay. Yeah, it's the 1 hour. This one right here. that is the low of this 1 hour PVC. You see how much volume is on this one, and then how much volume is on this one. These are my two. These are my two PVCs on the one that I'm paying the most attention to. And so here we got a slight close above it, which is a very bullish indication, especially with us having these bullish price action now. So it just went 10 o'clock. So again, I was sitting on the one. We was getting these like this was showing weakness, and it was coming off of this 1 hour. But we got these bullish PVCs, but you see how price reacting like. So this was the EVC, right? Because look at the volume. All right, we go from low to high. And I was explaining last night, right? Because here we go from low to high. But after this candle prints, we just keep pushing up. But I said that can happen, right? That can happen. And what you'll see is, but shortly after, we'll start that accumulation. It's rare that it just keeps on delivering, right? We got 3 more minutes of delivery, and then we went into this chop. And where was the first target for retrace? It was the high of this candle. Well, technically, we dipped into this gap, right? But I like to just pinpoint a specific level, so I just say the high and the low of the PVC. So the high was here, we retraced into here. We got that bounce, and where does that bounce go? It goes to the low of our EVC right here. So we come here, we reject here, and then we go back to the high of the PVC. We bounce again, so that's what creates this range here. And we sweep these lows a couple times, and I'm sure that was some manipulation, because that was very, very tricky right there. Just like I said, we're coming off of this 1 hour PVC, and we're making these lower highs and lower lows, right? Even though this is chop, we're still getting lower highs and lower lows. And then we come here and we get another PVC at the low, tapping into this gap. And it's got a bottom tail. I like to call these halfies, because you got half the body's bearish, half the body's that bottom tail. So it's damn near like a doji, but you want to see decisive price action after a candle like this forms to give you an idea of what it actually is. So yeah, we form this and we run back into the high, and notice we close into it. We close into it, and then we get this little wick from the low, and then we take off. So right now I like longs here at the low. Dear New York, I'll give it more room to breathe. You know what? I like these longs at the low, but I would really like to see price come and visit 1 hour. Since we got that strong close above it, that would be the most ideal. Screen's a little glitchy, but and then yeah, again, just like yesterday, if I get this entry, I'm gonna want to. If I get this entry and it runs into profit, I'm really gonna want to hold it until the market gives me a signal to get out of the trade. So I just pretty much put a 1 to 2 here, but I like this 15 as well. Let me see what the volume looks like today compared to this level, because we are getting this at the high and we're continuing to run similar to that 1 minute PVC that I just broke down. But this is the high of the 15. It looks like we still got a lot more bearish volume. On these two candles, so I would like to see a rejection here. A rejection here would make a lot of sense. And I'm debating, it's like I know it would be a good idea to get in with a smaller position. And that way, if I'm right, I can add to the trade. But I think what I'm leaning on though is just getting this tap in the price and just hoping it doesn't go 40 handles against my position. Like kind of just going with what I see and just trading what I see, knowing that I should get a good reaction at this level. Not knowing though if it's gonna go this deep into the reaction. And I mean, I'm kind of back and forth between doing this. Like sometimes I just set the limit on my level, and sometimes I'll wait for it to hit the level and then I'll trade what I see after the reaction, which I'm getting a little better at understanding, or just reading like that weakness in the market. So, but when I set these in there right, like we come up here and we tap, especially because we got this volume coming at the high of the swing, and now we're getting this like we just continued above it. So if we could run just a little bit more and tap into this, I would really like to see that rejection happen right there, especially since there's the price is running bullish, but there's not much bullish volume compared to this volume. You look at the 15. So nonetheless, I want to see this level get referenced. Go to the 30, it's like the same, right? Okay, on the 30 though, this is my high. But again, bullish volume here is less than the bearish volume over here. Even though we're already inside this here. So that does become a little bit conflicting, a little bit, but overall with the volume that we have in the market right now, the immediate volume is telling me that we should keep running bullish. And because we get this close above this level, um, this candle right here, after we got this strong close above it, and then we're also above the 1 hour PVC, I'm gonna want to see it tap into here and target those highs again. We'd really like to see. Let's target this 15 minute. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let this rock. this rock, and hopefully it doesn't blast through straight to stop. So if I am wrong, I'll have some time to get out. And that's a lot of why I give it 40 handles. It's not it's not it's not too bad of a loss. It's not something that I don't feel like I can get back. And it's also looks like we're gonna get an entry here. We just blasted through the high it is right here. See what kind of volume we get coming in. Don't go nowhere just yet. You ain't get me in a trade. I should be getting in here soon. I mean, we keep tapping my level, but and then we're getting this EVC is forming. We still got 17 seconds. So we're getting this EVC forming at the level, which is pretty good. I just think it's crazy that I'm not already in the trade. Look how we close right beneath or right above the low of this EVC right here. All right, now I'm in the trade. Again, I really wanted to, I want a reason to get out the trade. But you love to see that. I mean, tap the level, direct it into the level, bullish Engulf with volume. It's a beautiful thing. Bullish Engulf with volume, EVC. Like this is everything you want to see when you when you get in the trade. Now that we got this engulf, we want to see price continue to run highs. We don't want this to be a fake out. That's like what I was saying when I set this stop here. And honestly, I won't even try to take it. But when you just set the limit instead of waiting to see how it reacts, especially when you know you should get a reaction in the area, and it's got enough breathing room to where you can kind of gauge if you're wrong before it even goes all the way here. Um, which again that bites me sometimes, and sometimes it works in my favor. But I like this when I can just set the order. I see like a pretty clear level, and I can set the order, and then we get this perfect tap into it. Perfect tap into it. I think that was like my previous TP, so would have just got hit right there. But again, the market's not really giving me a reason to get out of this. So Um, it's not giving me a reason to get out. Now, with us coming up here, if we were to retrace all the way back into this without taking this high, I wouldn't like that very much. I wouldn't like that very much at all. Um, but what I'm gonna do, I want to move this to break even though. Nah, honestly, we'll see how we react to the high at this level. Because when we tap here, we need to run this high. When we tap here, see the rejection that we're getting off of this level now, off this bullish engulf. We got the strong close above it. We even got this gap. We tapped into it. We want to see this rejection follow through and continue to push higher. So it's like we may not go straight to target, right? There's going to be some fake out moments, but you want to know where you should get your reactions at and what to be and what to watch while you're in the chart. So this one in particular, again, there's no reason to actually get out of this trade, but I will move my stop now. So you see this wick here, and we haven't took this high yet. So it's definitely going to be showing me some weakness. I don't want to exit too early, but it's showing me this weakness here. I don't like that. We can't take this high. I don't really want to see price take this. I don't want to see price take this low. So I'll trail it to here and just make it a 1-to-1 if we retrace. I don't want it. That's kind of early though. I'll give it some room. We'll see what happens because we could close into it because we're also inside of this right here. We're also inside of this. So just be getting a couple rejections here. I mean, it's not too crazy. We got one PVC here, two PVC here, one rejection, two rejection. A rejection for each PVC. So if we break on this third one, I'm not really gonna like that. I don't like that I had a take profit here and I would have been out the trade. That's making me feel like I would feel pretty stupid if we came back and stopped me out now. Haven't seen much reason to get out the trade, but this would be pretty valid. Not gonna lie. Ah, does it really want to come all the way back here and tap me? All right, we got this close here. I don't want to see this low. We need to engulf. And then look at the volume from low to high. You know what? I'm going to keep, I know this is like, I keep going back and forth, but
I really need to be more stern on my stop. Because what'll happen is we might get stopped out right here, but my original stop will never get tapped. We may just come here, visit this again, visit this low again, which I don't really think it's gonna happen, but it could happen. I don't like that we're wicking from the high now. We need to close back into this level, close back above it. All right, so we kind of close at it, and we're rejecting again. See, I'm definitely back and forth, but it's mainly because, bro, I'm looking at it like I had the 1 or 2. I had the 1 or 2, and it literally stopped at my original TP, which was a random. It was just 80 handles. It wasn't like the actual level, but we got a reaction right here at the high. Well, I guess it's happening inside of this EVC. And it's not. I wasn't paying too much attention to that before, but when you look at this volume here is 10,012, 10,120, 10,019 is relative volume here. So we got the EVC followed by the immediate reversal, and then when we travel back into the low of it, we're getting a reaction here. We're getting rejections at this level. It shouldn't carry us back into lows. Unless it carried us into the high of this candle. Well, technically, it carried us into the 1 hour PVC. But the high of this candle and the 1 hour PVC, um, we wicked the 1 hour. We closed above this candle. But nonetheless, it's this EVC that's driving this reaction right here. But when you look at the volume on this candle, it lets you know that when price rejects from here, we should turn around here because this one has more volume. And that's exactly what we did. We turned around here at the low. And you got your EVC here as well. So I think I think price has a good chance to keep pushing up here. We might have made it through the stone. Cause yeah, I think I had moved my stop here at one point because I was like, these lows, I don't really want to see it. But I'm glad that I moved it away because we would have got stopped out, and then it's back around that 1 or 2, and it does look good. We do need to take out this high though. We do need to take out this high. We'll probably get another reaction at this high, but I want to see price carry into these highs at least. I mean, I like this. If we can get a strong close above this high, then we're more likely to go straight here to this 15 if we even go there, because this we still getting these rejections here. But now we want to see the second rejection fail to go this low. Again, we're still not seeing much. Still not seeing much indication for bears. It's telling me that I should actually get out. Minus, we're getting bearish price action, but the volume isn't really telling me that I should get out. I don't like that we came here, we failed to take this high, we closed into it, we failed to take this high, and it looks like we may close into it again here in the next 20 seconds or so. So I don't like that. And I also don't like that we keep rejecting at my initial take profit, which was that 1 or 2. I haven't really looked at any of the time frames since we've been in this trade. But I mean, to tap into the 5 here, still offering a rejection. It's early in the 5 too. Yeah, this thing's struggling. This thing's struggling. We had a pretty easy delivery up into here though, back into EBC. That really should have just been my TP. But again, I want the market to show me that it's time to get out, and it still hasn't, to be honest. Well, this failure to take this high, we make this low, and we fail to take it again right here, and then we make another low. Price action is saying bears. I'm not gonna lie, but the volume is still bullish. So we do still have strong levels, strong PVC, especially on the 1. I mean, this level here, the low. You see, we keep referencing it. We're still bouncing off of these levels and direct taps into these levels nonetheless. So it's just a matter of, how long does the market want you to wait for that money to print? And we're going on 10:30, so typically you'll see delivery. You'll see delivery on the 30 minutes and the 1 hour. With M&Q specifically, I can't speak on the delivery of other commodities. Now, the volume works the same, but it doesn't always just move. Like when you look at NQ, the volume profile is pretty much the same every day. Like New York session, you see like the first candle from 9:30. This is on the 5, so 9:30 to 9:35. We typically offer this, your PVC for the day. All right, sometimes it comes a little later in the day, but you'll get something. All right, this is like every day is the same. You get these profiles that you can work with. But if I go to like gold, gold is a little more random, right? I mean, we still see, like, if I just isolate this particular setup, you still see that it's the same though, right? You got EBC right here, followed by the consolidation reversal, and this level right here. And you see I got some PVCs already marked on here. I got this 4 hour, and we're getting these reactions at the 4. All right, so the volume still works the same. And you see we traveled beneath it, and we got this rejection here at the low. So volume still works the same, but actual price delivery, when is the move going to happen, is a little more random. All right, let's go back. Hopefully I didn't get stopped out while I was reviewing gold. That would suck. Where my trade at? we're retracing again. We keep going at 1 to 2. We done touched 3 times now, so I'm telling you right now, bro. I mean, I might be getting up out of this one because I don't like that, bro. Like I be wanting delivery, dog. Like this shit be playing with me. Mind you, I mean this is a painless trade. I mean my entry right here, so I can't really complain too much. I mean the trade has been painless, no drawdown. I mean straight into the money. You know what I'm saying? But now that we here, we close back above the low of this EVC. Kind of like here we did. We don't want to see these lows get ran anymore. All right. See how we finally made our higher low here. Here we ran these lows. We made this high and we rejected, and then we failed to take it out when we got back above it, and then we ran this low again, and now we're back above here without running this low, which is a good sign. And I said we should get a rejection at the high right here, which we did from 751 all the way back to 713. So damn, there are 40 handles on this rejection. Okay. But now that we're back above the low here, and these are all bullish PVCs, so that's telling me that price should continue to carry up. Unless we get a big bearish PVC coming to the market, unless we see that, then I think price should continue to carry up. So again, it's not really telling me to get out. So I want to continue to hold here. I want to continue to hold. It's taking a lot for me to do this, but I'm doing it. But yeah, we got the low here. Now we're getting these rejections coming off the low. And that's what we want to see. All right, we close right there at the low. We got bullish engulf. We also got a bottom tail. We're getting bullish volume. It's still superseding everything, all the bears on the market. So yeah, we want to see this continue up. And we should get another rejection here. But again, I want to see a strong push past this liquidity, because I think that we want to get delivery into this 15-minute PVC. There we go. We get some another push. Again, we don't want to get shook out here with a reaction here, but this high could take us to this low before we take this high. That's my nightmare scenario. That's my nightmare scenario. And I don't really want to sit through that. Let me see. Is that I think, yeah, that's 100 handles. I might. God damn it. What up, huh?
What's up, dude?
None.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I just wanted to ask you. I know you worked in the warehouse at your last gig. Did y'all have to wear like steel toes or composite toes?
Yep.
Do you have a pair I can use?
Nah, they're at the Nah, I don't. I left them at the place when I my last day up there. I thought I'd be back, but yeah, they still up there in my locker. They probably done threw them out.
Yeah, probably. Oh, now. All right. Well, shit, I was just checking. I know we were the same size shoes. I was like, shit, if he ain't up there no more, he probably still got his.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had a stuff where you like leave your shit there, like a locker. But oh yeah, that's pretty much all I needed. You been alright though?
I've been solid, man. I'm just I'm waiting on this mail. I'm waiting on my driver abstract record to come in the mail. It's been like 4 weeks, man. So probably just get back in the truck. But I've just been sitting here like a sitting duck, man, in limbo. So
Yeah,
you know,
I know the feeling.
yeah,
So what? So you still got your CDL?
yeah. I still got it. It's the good thing.
Did you shit? I thought you. Oh, so you just basically you renewed it when it came up.
What you mean?
They expire. I think it's like every 5 years. Just like a driver's license.
Yeah. So it only actually expires if if you don't get your medical exam. So long as you get your medical exam, it continues to it'll renew like automatically.
Right.
If
I
you
know it's something that you have to do to keep up
Yeah,
with it.
and that was the thing. So technically, mine did expire because I didn't get my medical exam. But when I got it, I got it back in like June this year, and they gave me some grace, and they was like, "Yeah, we'll just reinstate you. You don't gotta like take the test over and stuff like that." So I'm back valid. So I just need that to come in the mail because I can't get a license without it.
That's funny. See, that's what I'm like. Hold on.
All right, so we got this Doja here. This Doja gave us decent volume, but nothing too crazy. Again, I'm not really seeing a reason to get out, but we did just go 100 handles, and I knew we would get a reaction here at the high. Yo,
My bad. This phone's something goofy. Can you hear me now?
yeah,
Okay. Sometimes it should be on a delay where like I'll say something, but you won't actually hear it for like 10 seconds.
yeah, nah,
But
I got you.
that's funny though, because I was just have you hollered at dad?
About what?
A job. If you're trying to get back in the truck driving.
Ah, nah. I mean, I've talked to him, since I've been back. We've talked, and he helped me get he set it up so I can go up there and get my med exam and not have to pay and stuff like that. But I mean, once I get my license again, then I can actually, you know, work. You know what I mean? But I'm still waiting because I don't have.
Like he was making it seem like he had some pretty sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, obviously, if you got your CDL, you can always work.
Yeah.
But what kind of work are you doing? You know what I'm saying? He was talking about some shit like 40-hour home every night type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, man,
I just really don't want to fuck with the CDL shit.
Yeah. No, I feel you. It's just
But I'm considering it now just because it's been so hard for me to land a gig that I'm like, fuck, I might have to do this shit for real test again. That's the only thing. That's super irritating.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the way I'm looking at it, I know once I get my CDL, I mean, it's a lot of opportunities. And honestly, I'd rather just get back over the road so I could stay in the truck. I ain't really trying to keep posting up over here at mom's spot.
Right,
I mean,
that'd be great for you. But
yeah,
it was funny, man. When I was your age, like a little young, like basically around the time that you got your CDL, I was always like contemplating doing it. Like, you know, it was one of the reasons why I took the job at Columbia because they got the CDL for you and paid for the shit and all that. Because it was like, even if I leave this motherfucker, I can always, if you got a CDL, you can always make money.
Yeah.
I'd holler at Dylan now, cause that. Well, I mean, if you wanna be traveling and shit, cause you don't have any kids, so you'll be good. But if not, you have there's a lot of like jobs. Like it's almost like the job I had at Columbia. There's a lot of gigs that if you have a CDL, like I guess what's his name? Dylan works for like a concrete company or some shit.
Yep.
Or yeah, is it concrete? Okay, so like yeah, but then niggas you need a CDL to transport their shit around, but you ain't on the road. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
fucking trucking all across the country, and they pay well. So that's why I'm like, from what Dad told me, Dylan is the manager at where he at. So he might be able to hook you up. You know what I'm saying, with some shit.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing. I thought you didn't like doing it.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it's not that I don't like doing it. I would just prefer to be making money doing something else, but it's taking some time. You know, it's taking some time. So,
right, yeah,
I'm gonna do what I gotta do in the meantime.
No, exactly. I'm like, nigga, I'm about to go to the web. Like, I swear to God. I was way younger than you, nigga. I was like, I'll never go back. I used to work at them motherfuckers all the time. When I was young, like in college and shit, I worked at warehouse jobs all the time. I'm really only doing this one, mainly Christmas, so that I don't just fucking flake on Christmas and shit for the kids.
All right, so we did get a reaction at this 15-minute PVC. Price paused for a bit, and we got this little retrace. Yes, I got out the trade. I mean, you can't hold it forever. It didn't really give me a reason to get out, though. That's what I was saying was, I was wanting to get out on an EVC, and we didn't really get that, but we did come into our key level here at this 15-minute high, which is this. The high at this 15-minute PVC. It gave us a little rejection here, this doji. But look at the delivery into it, though. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 6 straight candles into this level, and then you get this little tiny rejection. And prices continuing to carry up. And on the 30, this is the high right here that price may be wanting to visit. So I'm gonna mark this up. Why is this one? Anything beneath the hour? Yeah, so I'm good though. I'm done. I'm done for the day. Maybe I'll do exercise later and find some more setups, but that was a solid trade. 317. And that was no drawdown. All right. Entered here, exit at the 15-minute PVC. We got this little retrace, like when I exited, consolidated, and we manipulated to the downside. Now we're getting another distribution to the upside. So again, they didn't really give me a reason to get out the trade. I mean, minus the fact we tapped into this key level, and I didn't want to sit through the consolidation, and I'm knowing that if bears are going to come in, it's going to happen here more than likely. But bears never came in. We see this volume down here, and it's pretty much non-existent. And then one thing I like too, so when we get an EVC, we're going to want to see it. So like this was the last retrace that started this run right here. So our EVC, that candle, that spike in volume has to be similar to this one right here. And before we get a deep retrace, like these are just like pauses, like this right here. Well, this was right here, and then you got this like little chop up. All right, we started to slow down. So, but again, we got this 30-minute up here, so maybe price will want to visit the high at that 30-minute bearish PVC, and then we'll probably get another move similar to this one, or we'll get that rejection. But yeah, I like how
my volume. All right, so we got this bullish PVC here. This is also a bullish PVC coming inside of this PVC. All right, except that pop sales like a halfie, but we got bullish price action right after, so we'll say that that's more bullish than bearish. But this is what you're typically gonna see volume do this throughout the day. It's gonna fall off as you get later into the day. All right, typically. But notice the highs of my volume right there, they're getting lower. So the same way people read these trend lines, like you'll never really see me draw a trend line. You'll never see me do that. But the same way people do that for price, you can do that for volume, and you can see like when we get these particular spikes up, it's kind of telling me that the trend is weakening when you have more bullish volume than the previous. I mean, that's your EBC. So yeah, solid session. I just kind of keep growing this paper account. I'm just trying to catch good trades on this paper account and manage the trades properly and prepare myself to get back into the market and not crash out and blow out my money this time. So I mean, it's looking good. I just gotta keep going. So yeah, that's it for this one.